Yes, right in our kitchen. So we're a family-based business. So I make all of the garlands at home, and I have like two delivery girls, but that's if we're really slammed and I need help with deliveries during the week. And then on the weekend, my dad helps a lot every like Saturday and Sunday with deliveries. It definitely took a turn when I became a mom, I would say. I went to Rutgers University and graduated in psychology. I was a medical assistant at a dermatologist and a receptionist at two nursing homes. And then I ended up finding a job here in Philly. It's a nursing home, and I was a recreational therapist there for about 4 to 5 years. I was actually going to school for my master's in health administration at the time and never finished. I only had like 1 year left, and then after that, I got married and we wanted to have a kid right away. I quit my job, and that was like my priority. I was always in love with like event styling. When I had my baby shower with my firstborn, I basically like did everything. Like I did all the decor and everything. And I was always doing it in between, like for family and friends. Like I would help them put their decor together and pick out stuff. Then we had our second born, and I would always look on social media and I'd always see these balloon installations. And I was like, wow, these are really cool. Like balloon with helium on a string. It's like extravagant. It's like art. I think it was Xavier, it was like 2018 was when I was like, oh, let me try experimenting with balloons. So it was his baptism, and we had like a dessert backdrop, and I wanted to make a garland around it. So I tried that out, and it obviously didn't look anything like what it looks like now. But then I obviously started practicing, and I would do it for friends and family. And I was also doing it for summer camp at the time, and I got a lot of my practice in with that. I ended up making it pretty much official, and I was like, oh, let me open an Instagram. And then I made it an LLC slowly, and that's when I got anthropology as one of my first gigs. And after anthropology, it was like Jim Beam, where they came out with this new peach bourbon flavor, and they wanted us to do 4 restaurants. And that was kind of like a big one. And then from there, it just kind of escalated. It's been quite overwhelming in a good way. Behind the balloons, there's always like a story. When they fill out their inquiries, it's really special to see what the balloons are for and who they are surprising. It's like not always a birthday, it could be something different. It makes me happy that I'm able to give joy to them. I mean, it can be lonely during these times. It makes me feel like we're helping them get through these difficult times too, and that they're not alone. Back in March, when they made that announcement where it was like a stay at home shelter and only essential workers were only allowed to be working, I was like, should I stop taking orders? I think like the first week I was like, what if they stop me and question me? Like, why are you out putting balloons on people's front steps? You're supposed to be at home. Like, I didn't know how strict they were going to take that. I actually had to cancel some of my orders and tell them, like, I don't think it's a good idea to continue this. And then I ended up picking it back up. One lady emailed me and she was like, you're an essential worker. And that made me feel like, wow, that's nice. She was just describing like how much it was giving her so much joy. And not just to her, but to the whole entire neighborhood and community. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep doing it. and nobody stopped or questioned us. It actually took a toll on my husband's business. Like, if my business didn't flourish, we would have been in big trouble. But the fact that we have family and support obviously helps too. My boys are always going to be my motivation to push hard and work harder. But not only that, but I love what I'm doing. And the fact that these balloons that I make give so much joy to these people, it's hard for me to even say no sometimes when we're really slammed and packed. Sometimes I'll push it and I'll be like, you know what, I'll just take it. I'm a pretty positive person to begin with. I don't like to show stress or sadness or anxiety too much because I don't want my boys to be like, oh, what's happening in the world? So I try to be positive and try to make every day the best.